So DJI, yes, the drone people, they came out with their first robot vacuum cleaner very recently. It's called the Romo, and it's definitely not something that I was ever envisioning reviewing on my channel. However, there are a few factors that really made me interested into this product. One of them being that just recently, me and my wife became parents for the second time of a beautiful baby boy. So obviously the timing couldn't have been any better, because now we don't have the time to really clean our house as much as we need to. And obviously having a robot that can take care of this aspect of our lives is a huge deal. Secondly, obviously, since it's a DJI product, that makes it interesting by itself. I always want to keep up with what DJI is doing, what they're putting into their products, how they're advancing the tech scene in general, because they're a lot more than just a drone company nowadays. So obviously this was also an important, interesting factor for me. So that leads me to today's video. This is the Romo. This is a transparent, premium looking product that is made to be like a centerpiece in your living room. So as you can see, the whole top shell is clear, so you can actually see how the motors, the gears and the sensors work inside. Besides the sensors, we have a camera on the front, which allows you to connect to the robot vacuum cleaner and actually see from it while it's cleaning. So it kind of acts like a security camera, because you can connect to it remotely. You don't have to be connected to the same Wi-Fi network. You can observe everything that's going on while the robot is cleaning from a distance. I have to say, I'm a big fan of the design of the Romo, because it's clean, it's minimal, but at the same time it's special. It looks great, and it's not something that you want to hide from everyone, like the usual vacuum cleaners. Setting up the Romo is quite easy. First, you need to install the DJI Home application, which will help you connect with the robot. Then, give your device a name, install the new firmware update, and then prepare your home for the mapping process. This includes getting rid of clutter and lighting up the area so Romo can get familiarized with the environment. The mapping process takes about 10-15 minutes depending on how big your home is, and you can set names for the different rooms in your house and set up no-go zones or virtual walls. After that, it's just a matter of letting it do its thing and perform a deep cleaning for its first go, which in my case took just over 2 hours. After each cleaning, you get a report so you can check out how things have gone and identify any potential problems. For me, it was all smooth. So DJI really wanted to make this product 3 main things: hassle-free, powerful enough so it doesn't leave anything uncleaned, and also give you the best coverage possible so no area is left uncleaned. So starting out first with the main feature, hassle-free. Because of its high-performance dual fisheye vision sensors and the dual transmitter solid-state LiDARs, combined with drone-level algorithms running in real time, the Romo can avoid obstacles such as Lego pieces, cables, cards, even a 2mm thin object lying flat on the ground. This is where the DJI technology from drones is being applied, and it works very, very well. So it doesn't push objects around, it doesn't get stuck under beds, it doesn't get stuck on pretty much anything, and it works in low light like an absolute beast, because it has this flashlight on top which powers on automatically when the Romo detects that it's in a dark area. DJI says that you have 200 days of maintenance-free usage of the Romo, which, although it might be true in terms of the internals of the Romo, it's not exactly hassle-free experience, because you still have to put fresh water in the tank and also to get rid of the dirty water after mopping. So you have to deal with that and emptying those tanks and putting fresh water pretty much almost every single day, because it gets really full of dirty water the more you mop around, which of course is one of the main things this robot vacuum cleaner does. Inside we have high pressure water jets, a 16mm waste suction port, a 4-way water flow system, and those are used for the mops and for all the detergents that this vacuum cleaner uses. The mop pads are extra thick, they retain a lot of water, they're easy to replace, and they wash themselves automatically after each room. When it comes to the coverage of the Romo, I would say it's a pretty good one, because most vacuums can't reach corners and don't really clean around the chair legs that well, and also leave tiny patches of dirt behind. So because of that, DJI came out with a great solution. We have dual robotic arms, which extend the side brushes and the mop arms, so the robot can actually reach all the corners and little crevices and little areas where most vacuums cannot. And what's cool is that they actually adapt around irregular furniture, so they extend under cabinet lips, wrap around table legs, and also retract in real time based on what the sensors detect. As for the mop pads, they trap the dirt inside, they hold moisture evenly, and they also apply strong downward pressure when cleaning. And we also have a degreasing mode, which applies cleaning solution directly onto the mop pads, which is perfect for kitchens. So all in all, I have to say the coverage part of the Romo is fantastic. And finally, let's talk about the power and the cleaning aspect of the Romo. We have 25,000 PA of suction power and 20 liters per second of airflow. This is quite powerful for a robot vacuum cleaner. So because of that, the Romo can suck up sand, rice, coffee, pet kibble, dust, cat litter, whatever you throw at it, it will get it from the floor. If you have pets, you'll be happy to hear that the dual brushes also work pretty well with picking up debris and dust and all sorts of different trash on the ground without having any issues with long hairs being stuck in the brushes. And for those of you who have a lot of carpets, Romo can automatically detect where your carpet is, and it automatically changes the power and the suction depending on that specific surface. So in my opinion, after using the Romo daily for the past 2 or 3 weeks now, I have to say it's a quite efficient and very quiet type of product that I'm super happy with, but it's not perfect. I have a couple of complaints that I want to point out before I finish this video so you know whether this is a good investment or not. First of all, as a vacuum cleaner, it's not annoying to have around while doing something, while it's cleaning. It obviously makes some type of noise, but that noise is not annoying at all. It's a very silent vacuum cleaner that just doesn't interfere with your daily tasks, so you don't have to not be in the room for it to clean. You can do your stuff, you can do your daily chores, and it will clean around you and it will not be annoying. That's a very major thing. It provides great daily cleaning, but it can also be super nice for these deep cleanings that take around 2 to 3 hours depending on how big your house or apartment is. One thing I'm kind of missing is the fact that when using some of the detergents that this product comes with, I wish it was kind of scented so it gives a nice smell after the cleaning. It would have made the whole cleaning process a little bit better in my opinion. One thing that I have set it to do is to run every day at 10 a.m. And one thing that is super annoying for me is the fact that it automatically empties the dust box before it runs at 10 a.m. So this process is kind of loud, and if you're not expecting it, it comes out of nowhere, and it's kind of annoying and too loud in my opinion. And since this robot vacuum cleaner has a ton of voice commands and a speaker, I wish it had some type of warning before it starts this super loud and annoying process of getting the dust out of the dust box. I'm sure this will be super easy to add via a firmware update, so those are small things that, obviously could be improved very, very easily down the line. Another thing that is a little bit annoying for me, especially if you want to keep this in your living room, for example, since I really love the look of the whole thing, is the fact that when it comes back to its base to clean itself, it gets super loud because it's cleaning the mops and it kind of boils water so it can clean them properly. It's a very nice way of cleaning them. However, it is, again, a little bit annoyingly loud, and that makes me want to put it in another room so I don't hear it constantly while it's cleaning the mops. And after the whole process of cleaning is done, the Romo goes back to its station once again, and then we have a process that it heats up the mop pads, it dries them pretty much. So that takes around 4 or 5 hours, and it creates a little bit of a humming noise that it's just a little bit annoying. Once again, those noises, I understand, cannot be taken out of the whole product, but if you want to keep this in your living room, you have to deal with those noises that it makes that continue for a pretty long time. And the final thing, which I kind of don't like about this product, is how expensive it is. As a regular consumer, I think almost 2,000 euros for a vacuum cleaner is a little bit pricey. It's a little bit more on the premium side of things. However, I have to say, even though it's expensive, it's doing its job phenomenally well, in my opinion. For my personal experience, I know some other people have been having some issues with the Romo not detecting things properly. I haven't had those. So for me, it has been a rock solid experience, but I understand that some people might consider this too expensive. Since it's a first product from this range, I can understand having some issues and some problems here and there that could be addressed very quickly via a firmware update, or down the line they can introduce a better second iteration of this product that can solve some of these issues that I have been encountering, and maybe some other people as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It's a very different one, I understand, but it was something that I really wanted to check out and talk about. I'm getting old when things like cleaning make me excited, but I'm happy to have something like this so I don't have to worry about cleaning anymore. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching all the way through. This is Mike from Drone Supremacy. Never stop cleaning, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.